Hey everybody, so in the last couple of years, life's been throwing me some curveballs. Between personal stuff and the hustle of running my own company, stress and anxiety were piling up. After talking with my wife during those endless late night conversations, we figured why not talk to someone about it, right? So I started looking for online therapy because it's just a lot more convenient for me. This was especially helpful because I make review videos as part of my business, so I thought why not review these online therapy platforms while I'm at it? It could be useful for folks curious about online therapy but not sure where to start. And to my surprise, a big online therapy platform, BetterHelp, noticed my videos and reached out. They wanted me to do a sponsored video. We went back and forth and I made it clear that I'll only do it if I can be totally honest about their service, and they were cool with it. So for this video, I'm diving into what they have to offer, their pros and cons, and how much they cost to help give you an idea of whether they're worth trying out. But just because they're sponsoring this video, don't think I'm cutting them any slack. Most of my videos aren't sponsored and I'm still going to give you an honest review consisting of both the good and the bad so you can make an informed decision. Plus, BetterHelp hooked me up with a special discount link that's better than what you'd find on their website, so if you're thinking of giving them a try and want to save some cash, definitely check out that link. Alright, so first things first, BetterHelp is totally online. Like other online therapy platforms, there's no option to meet therapists in person. A few key things to note though is they've got an app for messaging your therapist. They offer group classes at a discount, think of them as educational seminars, and they provide a bunch of free written guides to really get the most out of your therapy sessions. Signing up with them is also super straightforward. They've worked hard to make it quick and user-friendly. Once you're setting up your account, they're keen to learn about you and your reasons for seeking therapy. So you'll go through a questionnaire asking stuff like, why are you here for therapy and what do you expect from your therapist? This is all about helping them match you with the right therapist for your needs. There's no shortage of them either. They have over 33,000 licensed therapists to choose from based on your preferences, needs, and location. But don't worry, they don't just throw the entire list at you. Based on your questionnaire answers, they'll give you a curated list of therapists that might be a good fit. And if you start with one therapist but don't vibe with them exactly, don't worry about it. You can switch therapists anytime without extra charges. Now, let's talk about BetterHelp's pricing. First of all, they don't accept insurance, but they do accept HSA or FSA to help cover the cost, and you can apply for a discount if you really need the therapy but can't afford it, which I think is really generous of them. As for the costs, BetterHelp sessions cost between $65 and $90, lasting about 30 to 45 minutes depending on your therapist's availability. They're flexible with payment too. You can use various methods including paying through PayPal. Here's the breakdown though. So if you go for one session a week, you're looking at about $260 to $360 monthly, which is actually quite reasonable, especially compared to in-person therapy, which often charges more because they have to cover things like office space and other overheads, while BetterHelp therapists can work from anywhere. Quality-wise, they ensure their therapists are top-notch, only hiring those with at least 3 years of experience. Plus, you can message your therapist anytime at no extra cost. They might not reply immediately, they can be busy after all, but it's a great way to express your feelings when they come up. Besides, BetterHelp offers tons of resources like self-analysis documents and free live webinars on mental health topics. These are extras that local therapists might not be able to offer without charging you more. So BetterHelp really brings a lot to the table. However, despite the fact that BetterHelp is one of the top-rated therapy companies in the US, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. First up, their pricing isn't set in stone. It varies based on where you live due to a surge pricing feature. This means if you're in a high-demand area, you might pay a bit more. It also depends on your therapist's availability and your specific preferences. But generally, if you're not in a super remote place like Papua New Guinea, where therapists are scarce, you're looking at around $65 to $90 per session. Now, something else to consider, BetterHelp doesn't offer psychiatric help or prescriptions. If you need medication, you might have to look elsewhere, like Talkspace, but it wasn't an issue for me. In terms of my personal take on BetterHelp, one feature I'm really into is being able to message your therapist anytime without extra charges. It's great for expressing your feelings as they come, which I think really strengthens the therapist-client relationship. They might not reply immediately, but from what I've seen, they're pretty responsive. Another thing I'm a fan of is the free group sessions. These are fantastic for enhancing the therapy experience. Now, about the therapist qualifications, they're all fully certified, meeting the necessary requirements for each state they operate in. Not to mention BetterHelp's minimum criteria of 3 years experience for their therapists, which is a big deal because it means means you're getting advice from someone who really knows their stuff. Alright, so with all that being said, would I recommend BetterHelp? Absolutely. Sure, they don't prescribe medication or handle serious psychiatric stuff, but after looking into various therapy options, I'm convinced their therapy level is top-notch. They're competitively priced compared to other online platforms and offer a bunch of cool extras without charging more. You get to build a strong relationship with your therapist and can switch anytime if you need a fresh perspective. And here's a big plus. Finding a new therapist on BetterHelp takes just minutes, whereas it could take weeks in the real world, if you can find one nearby at all. So yeah, if you're considering therapy, BetterHelp is definitely worth a look. And that's my honest, in-depth review of BetterHelp. I hope it gives you a clearer idea of what they're all about, and a personal note, taking care of your mental health is crucial. If you're thinking about therapy, don't put it off like I did. And remember, if you want to try BetterHelp and save some cash, use the link in the description for a special deal that's not available on their website. And if you got a question I didn't cover, drop a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And folks, don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest reviews like this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.